What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. Yeah, that was Ling Ling. She trying to take care of me there. So, I guess you can consider this part 2 to the Polygny series. I'm going to try and make this as short and as quick as possible. First and foremost, when you're looking for number 2, the same rules of number 1 apply. Meaning, don't think just because a chick is used to being a side chick that she's now like second people material. She's not, she's a hoe's gonna be a hoe. You still can't make a hoe into a housewife, even though you're gonna have multiple partners. Side chick status is not like what you want. It's not gonna work. Hoe is a hoe is a hoe is a hoe, and she's gonna be a side chick to multiple dudes. You are just being her rotation, and it's supposed to be the other way around. So anyway, you have to systemize looking for women. You have to be systemized. And it can't just be a matter of systems without results. Because then you're just going to be like circle jerking yourself around in your system. And you're always going to be like vetting. And when I'm talking about a system, I'm talking about a vetting system. You're going to just be vetting sisters or women. And you're never going to get results. So when you create a system to vet women and to see who's appropriate or not, what you want is a consistency in terms of ethics, virtues, values, morals, and especially temperament. The last thing you want to do is bring in some, really super smoking hot chick, but she's like 80% crazy. Because then what you're going to end up doing is battling the whole time, trying to maintain the frame with her. And, she's probably more appropriate as like just a single woman. Not because, a single monogamous partner. Not because, that's the way or the order of things. No. Not because you're yielding to her frame. It's just too much work. Now imagine a situation like this. Women, what do they desire most? Come on, guys. Say it with me. Security. This is not only economic, this is also emotional and whatnot. It's a big full package of security. And if you are constantly reacting to the emergency fire of one girl's emotional state and condition, who's controlling the frame? Who's controlling the relationship? The one who you're always reacting to, because you are reacting to her emotions. And that means she is in control, because all she has to do is throw a fit and then you're going to react. It's just a matter of time before she figures out a system and she starts learning how to control you, because now she knows, okay, I can get a reaction, I can control the outcomes. What happens? Women know women, and women know women's BS. The other woman, or other women in your household, are going to be like, uh-oh, that woman's in control, and that woman's out of control. And then you're going to have a wildfire. There's no fire doors, there's no emergency extinguishing system, and wildfire chaos, emotional chaos is going to control your house, and you're going to get eaten alive, like sleeping outside in the summer in the jungle. They're going to eat you alive like mosquitoes. That's what's going to happen. So you don't want to be dealing with women who have inconsistency in demeanor in your household. Now, if you got a bunch of crazy chicks in your house, that's fine. But you can't have sane, crazy. You can't have crazy, sane. Someone's gonna get broken. Something's gonna go seriously wrong, and that's the unpredictability. You don't know what's gonna happen. So don't even mess with that. Either get all crazy chicks or get all sane chicks. I suggest getting sane chicks. Now, when we go into vetting, the thing I do is I vet for multiple things. First and foremost is attraction, and secondly, pro-cooperative attributes. And they're not necessarily found together in one woman. There's a lot of nuances and details to this, but I'm going to give you just some basic principles of how I do this. Attraction, first and foremost, you want to make sure that she's attracted to you. If she's not truly attracted to you, you can't negotiate attraction. We know this from game theory. Attraction cannot be negotiated. So if she's starting off conversations asking you about your job, what you do for a living, oh, this, that, the other, oh, hey, do you have a car? You renting a place? You own a place? She's not really attracted. She's looking for a place to nest down in. She doesn't necessarily have to be attracted to you for that. So find out whether or not she's attracted to you as an individual. Have your money, have your stuff in order as best as possible. But if she's attracted to you, she's going to help you with that. She's going to help you put yourself together. You got to be like together. Like here, you know, you can't just be like a fruity dude guy playing video games all dang day, you know, and whatever else. You know, you got to be putting on your mission, be on your, be working towards it. But when she sees that you're a driven guy who's on your mission, she's going to want to be a part of that. And she's going to try and help you with that. But you just can't be like a total slack goofball. So find out if that's attraction, if that attraction is there. Next, when I talk about pro-cooperative attributes, this does build off attraction, but it doesn't necessarily have to be there, because some women, they'll be attracted to you, but they were raised poorly, or they were raised without a man in the house, and they don't know how to be cooperative with you. So find out if she's compliant. Now, this is what I'm talking about with pro-cooperation, because submissive and compliant has such negative connotations in this day and age, in the age of gynocentrism and feminism. Get her to do things for you that don't cost her anything. If you met her through an app, say, hey, you know what, let's switch to WhatsApp. You know, I want to hear your voice, this, that, the other, whatever else. Or just say, ask her, what's your WhatsApp? Because a lot of guys are using apps to meet women. I've done it. And I enjoy it because I prefer it, because it gives you the opportunity to set these tests up. And then you ask, okay, all right, well, what's your WhatsApp? If she gives you the number right off the bat, that's a good sign. It's a sign of attraction. It's a sign of pro-cooperative attributes. If she starts throwing up little hurdles, like, let me play a little game with them, and she'll give you a little back and forth. That's not really bad, because she might just want to be putting up like this image of not being easy. And fair enough. That's fair enough. You want to make sure that she's not available to just anyone and everyone. That comes later. This is also a vetting test that you need to do. Go back and forth with her a little bit and see if she relents and she yields. If she doesn't relent or yield on this at all, nix her. Deep six her. Just, keep it pushing. Once you move to the WhatsApp thing, you got to just keep constantly testing and vetting. Testing and vetting. Now, I actually took this from women in congruence tests, aka the shit test. And I will consistently test women, throughout a relationship. I do this with Ling Ling and Becky. I do this with some of the other peeps I'm dealing with. I constantly test them. So I'll be like, but early on in the early stages where you want to check this stuff. And what I'll do is I'll say something like, hey, you know what? You're from such and such country. I never heard anyone's voice from that country. I want to hear your accent. Again, this is going back into the number thing. Now she knows and understands, intrinsically understands what you want. That you want her to send her. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to do this quickly. That she knows that you want her to send a voice note. Now, if she complies immediately, boom, that's a pass. If she puts up resistance or struggle, that's a fail. Same thing with pictures. I want to see you. I only saw one picture of you online. Send me a picture. Send me a video. This, that, the other. This is why I like online, because first and foremost, a lot of women are on there, and it's not to our favor. It's not to our benefit online, gentlemen. It really is actually quite bad. Online dating and marriage apps and whatnot, but we're in the 21st century. I'm using the tools that we got. I'm not going to complain or whine about it. You see a lot of guys complaining and whine about it. You're a cook if you're on such and such dating app or whatever else. It is what it is, man. What are we going to do? We're in the 21st century. These things aren't going to die tomorrow, next week, next year, or in probably a decade. Just make use of it the best as you can. I wouldn't say make it the foundation of your life and your search and your hunting or whatnot. Not even I do that. But take advantage of the technology that you have and learn how to master it. There's a system to everything. You just got to crack the code. So anyway, this goes back to the same thing. Now you're on WhatsApp. Now you increase the tests and you start asking and demanding more. Now, I'm not the type of guy who asks a woman for nudes. I don't suggest you ask a woman for nudes. The internet is literally made out of porn. It's powered out of porn. You want to see naked chicks go on, what's it called, Pornhub or whatever else. They got all these channels on there. You don't ask a chick for nudes. If she sends them to you, hey, it's like, man, high five or whatever else. But don't go asking women for nudes, man. Especially when you can just, with the click of a mouse and accidentally end up on like the weirdest thing, midgets and donkeys and all sorts of other crazy stuff. There ain't no need to be asking a woman for nudes. So But you do want to see that she will comply to reasonable requests. And this is why I said ask her to do things that don't cost her much. Asking her to send you nudes or whatever else, or talk dirty to you, that costs a lot in terms of her fear and security of being seen as or labeled as a whore. So, these are like small things that I do to check for compliance. These are small things I do to check for, or like I call it, pro-cooperative attributes. So you want to check for attraction, and then you want to check for pro-cooperative attributes. Now, attraction goes into something else that when you go into the relationship, and when we're speaking to Muslims here, because I got a Muslim and a non-Muslim crowd, for Muslims, when you're married, attraction allows you to build desire, and that's very important. And when you're in a relationship as a non-Muslim, because I know you guys don't get married, it's the same thing. You want to move from attraction and go into desire. And the two are not necessarily the same. You can use one to bridge to the other. You have to, actually, and that's why I say look for attraction. You can't build desire without attraction. It's impossible. But once you're in that relationship, you want to make sure that desire is built and desire is increased. And you make like a cycle of re-attract, desire, and you stick to that program and that principle. Now, once you master that with one, of course, you move on to two. Ain't that right, Ling Ling?
Okay.
This is your man, Abuamerican. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All at Abuamerican. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Catch me on Twitter. I'm on there a lot. You can catch me. We'll get to that later. I'm out.